Good afternoon, everybody. Episode number 3 coming to you live. I'm Wambui Richardson, Executive Artistic Director here at Jubilee Theatre. As we are backstage with Jubilee Theatre, and I have the blessing and honor of being joined with my co-host.
That's me, your girl, Kenja. Kenja with a J, y'all. I am the box office coordinator to the stars of Jubilee Theatre, backstage with you. And y'all, we got company on the sofa with us today.
Come on.
Introduce yourself.
Hey, y'all. My name is Kyra. I am the marketing coordinator for Jubilee Theatre.
Now she's trying to sound real humble.
She's real humble.
It's more than just marketing. It's more than just advertising. It's more than just sales.
Yes, but before we go to all of that good stuff,
Where we going to?
how did you get here?
Come on.
Oh, that's actually a really good story. Okay. How did I get in marketing? First of all, the grace of God. Okay.
Come on, God.
I don't belong over here. I don't know how I got over here. But as far as Jubilee, my cousin is a friend of a previous coworker here, and she put me in contact with her, I think sometime over Thanksgiving last year. And I was ready to move back home. I was like, I'm gonna just go. And then I came back from Thanksgiving in Indiana, came back to Dallas, interviewed about, I think, the next week, and then ended up getting the job.
So now you belong.
So now I'm here.
And you belong in marketing, because she said she didn't belong in marketing.
Hey,
but this one right here, now.
I can't.
So with marketing, it's more than just marketing. It's more than just sales. It's more than just putting pretty pictures together. What's your definition of marketing and your marketing approach with Jubilee Theatre?
I think for me, I'm always going to look through the perspective of a storyteller. I'm a photographer first. That was what I was doing before I came to Jubilee, and still what I'm doing now. So with photography, it's like, that's marketing in a sense also. Like, you always have to tell your story or tell the story of the image that you've taken.
Yes.
So I always look at it through that perspective. And then also from an audience perspective, would I engage with this material? What stands out about this material? What are the details in here? So for marketing here at Jubilee, I kind of approach it the same way. Would I want to engage with this? Does this interest me? Would I stop scrolling? And what story am I telling, or what story are they telling to me? So
I love that. Thank you so much for that. And with that approach to storytelling, how do we go about, from a marketing perspective, addressing audiences of different demographics? Because what works for a generation in their 60s is different than what works for a generation in their 40s, which is different from a generation in their 20s. So how do we at Jubilee Theatre diversify our approaches to audiences from a marketing perspective to get them through the doors?
That's good. I would say what I've learned so far, every demographic, of course, is going to respond differently. When I make a post on our Facebook page, just words, no picture, it's like a certain age demographic. They will engage, they'll respond, they ask questions, because they read.
They read, yes.
Now, there are other demographics and other age groups who will skim. Okay?
Yeah.
So that graphic,
All right. Okay.
that graphic or that photo will catch them a little more and pull them in. And then they'll kind of see the dates, the location, things like that. So it all depends. And I think it's a little more fun for me now that I've kind of figured out, like, okay, when I just make a post and ask a question, then, they want to engage on Facebook. So I get some different responses, some funny responses, some good comments. And then that's the same as having that same amount of fun with posting from a photo shoot, or posting our upcoming events now that we have, or posting just any type of show poster that was just created and saying, we're introducing this production. So it differs, but it's fun. It keeps me on my toes. And I think that helps me a lot to really challenge myself and pay more attention. Okay, who's responding? Who's not responding? Who's being pulled in? Like, who's engaging with what I'm putting on Facebook, on Instagram? So
come on. Now, as an artistic director, I'm going to just go ahead and I know this is, I'm just going to ask.
Okay.
So here's the thing. As an AD, there are a plethora of shows I would love to do. Drop them in the mission, outside the mission. I have a laundry list of shows that I want to do. Are there times, not necessarily with me, but are there times when you look at the title of a show and say, how the hell am I going to sell this?
Yes. And I would say,
is that your final answer?
Right. Yes, it's up there, Steve. I would say definitely yes. I think it's important who's attached to the show. One thing I'm learning, especially in the theater world, our world is big, but also really small at the same time. So when you think about it, for our last show, I would say the Fall of Heaven, right before Bob Marley's Three Little Birds, the Fall of Heaven, people love the director, Calvin. People love him. And people just engaged simply off of, they didn't even know who August Wilson was, but they simply engaged off of the strength of Calvin and then telling the story from there. So I put Calvin in front of that. You're going to be in this content now. Like, you will be in here. And then if there's a bigger name attached, Bob Marley, then it's a little easier. And people are like, oh, I want to engage with this. I love Bob Marley. So it depends on the playwright. But a lot of people don't know a lot of playwrights. So it just depends on who you know. If people see your name attached,
because they know him,
they're coming to the show.
They're coming to the show
because they love Wham, y'all. We love Wham.
D. Wambui
We
Richardson.
love Wham. Great director, great playwright, all the things. I mean, well-rounded. Okay, so it just depends on who's attached to it, and even when it's not a big name, or if it's not if it's a new director, or if it's not a well-known playwright, then I'm like, oh, I can tell this story kind of how I want to tell it a little more. And especially if there's some history behind it, like just some historical facts, oh, we're going to push those and get people even more engaged in, did you know this or did you know that? So I hope that answers your question.
It does.
Okay.
It does. Because I know what's coming down the pipe for season 45.
Right.
And there's a couple of titles in there. But
That
like,
we going to have to,
we're going to have to be real creative.
We just going to have to.
Real creative.
But it also, it breaks down into two ways. Because those titles that have that name recognition comes with a name recognition price.
Right.
And not all theaters have the funds to be able to always do that, number one. And number two, if we only invest in the shows that have the title, we will never reach those other shows that are equally as beautiful, equally as powerful, equally as engaging, simply because their title isn't as attractive.
Right.
You know, everybody and their mama knows what the color of purple is.
Right.
But how do you say, I'm going to do a Kluken vignette?
Right.
Which is, just a little,
That's
a little breadcrumb. How do we plant a seed about a show that has a title that we don't really recognize?
Right.
Or it doesn't say, oh, I know what this is. You know, when you say One Flew Over a Cuckoo's Nest, I know what that is. That's American classical theater. You know, so certain titles, and it gives me an inkling into what it is I'm about to buy.
And
how do we educate them to buy something they don't know?
Right. I think, too, pulling out those major themes, like love is always going to sell.
Love sells.
Sex sells.
Yes.
Like, there are certain things that will just sell, even though, like, they're not necessarily going to just sell on their own, but take love, and tell the story. Take whatever other themes are in there and tell the story. The Fall of Heaven. Challenge your audience. Like, where do you stand in your faith? And kind of, you know what I mean? Like, just asking hard questions, that also gets people engaged. Just having a more of a challenge with your audience and not just like, oh, well, here's the show poster and that's it. And because a lot of people don't know who the playwright is. They don't know the story. I don't know nothing about. Okay, but I will soon enough.
You're gonna sell it.
But I will learn and I will sell it.
And I believe.
Yes.
Just like the Thunder.
Right.
Thunder Knocking.
That too.
Didn't know what that was, but you sold it with the picture of, you sold the love.
Yes.
Instead of the music, you sold the love of it.
And also music is another big theme. I mean, you just really have to pull out those big things that are universally loved.
Come on.
And then just go from there.
How do we put the human interest
Right.
in the stories
Yes.
that we tell? Put the human interest first. The story comes with it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Regardless of race, color, class, creed, and all the other boxes we want to check nowadays. At the end of the day, we're watching a human being go through something.
Right.
And we want to go on that journey. And your job that you do, she has been with us less than a year. And in the less than a year that you've been with us, I can honestly say, now this now being my 8th season with Jubilee Theater, this has been the strongest marketing I have seen since I have been here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I appreciate
and that is because of you. That's because the team that you work with, the team that you lead, and the love and dedication that you have.
Yeah.
When I leave the office, usually I'm one of the last people to leave the office. Usually the first, usually the last. And every now and then I'll be getting ready to leave, and I look down at, I was like, wait a minute, that door is open. Anybody else here? I'm here, Wham. I said, oh, wait a minute, I'm not the last one.
Don't turn the lights off, please.
Don't turn the lights off. So that isn't a testament to your love of the craft.
Yes.
And why people give to Jubilee Theater, why people give and support via the donations, and also via buying a ticket.
Yeah.
People give to people.
Yeah.
And that's also why, as we're getting ready for September 18th, which is North Texas Giving Day.
Texas Giving Day.
An investment in North Texas Giving Day is an investment in Jubilee Theater.
Yeah.
But more importantly, behind Jubilee Theater, it is an investment in these ladies right here and all of the other artists and actors that we're going to be introducing you to along the way as we peel back the veil and look backstage at Jubilee Theater.
And there's more than what you see on stage and us in the admin. We have set designers, we have sound designers, we have all of that stuff, lighting designers as well. So NorthTexasGiving.org. Thank you very much, September 18th. But now,
and there's an early giving
there's
day.
an
When is
early
that?
giving day. What
Early
day is
giving
that?
Early giving opens August 28th. So that's in about 2 days.
48 hours.
48
It's
hours.
26 right now.
That's a
Opening
show.
Look,
Dun, dun.
get on in there, okay? And we appreciate it. And like you said, I'm glad you brought up the set designers, because you're not just donating to the theater. It's giving to the new stories that'll be developed. It's giving to the education. There are a lot of kids that come through Jubilee and want to learn more, and schools that have come to visit us. The set designers, lighting, like
Costume.
all of these people that have made a career just from theater.
I love
and from doing like what they genuinely love. And I think that's a huge part of it. And people have to see the passion behind that, the passion behind what we do, the passion behind what the set designer does. So that's it. All comes into
together.
one. Yes.
And the best part is when you give, your every dollar you give is going back into the very community that you serve.
Yes.
Right.
Every artist, every actor, every director, everybody that touches the set or touches our building
Right.
comes from right here in our own DFW area.
Yes.
A little bit beyond. Every now and then we got some Rowlett, we got some Garland. I say, I don't know how they got the rehearsal on time, but they got there. But, it is how does Texas lift itself up?
Yeah.
Right now, across America, theaters are closing.
Yes.
And if I were to start naming off names, it would almost bring me to tears. But a part of that is happening because funds are depleting,
Yeah.
audiences have changed, and even though we're doing really, really great in sales, it's not pre-COVID sales. Pre-COVID, Jubilee Theater was at over 95% for a musical,
Right.
87% for a non-musical.
Right.
And when I tell you, when we're almost about to hit 50% for our current show, Bob Marley's Three Little Birds, and we almost ready to shout.
Yes.
Yes,
because,
almost.
Because when you look at previous, we were at 24%, 37%, 35%. And the fact that we're in our 40s, almost ready to hit 50, that means the message is getting out.
Yes.
Right.
And people are supporting and people want to come out.
Yeah.
It's just finding the secret sauce of a way of reaching our community so that they know what's going on.
Yeah.
Love that. Now,
to.
after you've considered giving to North Texas Giving Day, And after you've gone to jubileetheater.org and looked at our website, there's this real cool thing that's going on right now because our official season is going to start January 1. However, we got a couple of months before January 1.
Please slow down.
That being the case, what do we have going on, Miss Kenja, with this Lil Flex?
We have a 0.5 season. Yes, it's a small season.
Extension.
It's extended from the other season, but with that, we have additional flex passes that can be purchased for that, and they're called Lil Flex.
A little snack.
Lil Flex. So with the Lil Flex, you can either get 4 tickets, 6 tickets, 9 tickets, or 12 tickets. Now, with the 4 tickets, all of these, rather, you can use them flexibly, however you please, with the next 2 shows coming, which is The Life and Times of Jackie Moms Mabley, or The Voices of Donny Hathaway. And you get a discount on the holiday concert. Everybody loves a discount. So, 4 tickets, Lil Flex is $100.
That's all?
$100 for 4 tickets.
That you use them how you want. Come on.
However you want for those 2 shows and still get your discount for the holiday show. See?
Look.
Then you got your 6 tickets for $144.
Come on.
You can't beat that. 6 tickets for $100.
It's concerts now.
Come on.
That's more.
And that's
for one ticket.
One ticket way up. And you got to take the elevator all the way to the roof.
You're
okay.
not on the floor.
Yeah. So then you get 9 tickets for $207. $207. Then, the 12 tickets, you can bring the entire neighborhood, or you can just simply bring, the singles group at the church or something like that. Group of teachers, y'all can come together. 12 tickets, 12. For $264 that you can use however you want for those 2 shows.
Come on.
And still get your discount for the holiday concert. Where can you get 12 tickets for $264?
Nowhere.
Come
You
on.
tell
Jubilee.
me. I'll wait.
That's
Come
it.
on. Put it out at the bottom. Let us know. Yes.
Lil Flex. You can either purchase that on our website, or you can just simply call the box office and speak to me. Tuesday through Friday, 12 to 5 at 817-338-4411. Again, that is 817-338-4411. Tuesday through Friday. So if you call on Sunday or Monday or Saturday or something like that,
we're not there.
We're not there.
We'll take your message.
But we'll take the message and I'll answer you on Tuesday.
We will always call you back.
We're going to call you back.
Every time. And what I love about the Lil Flex, or just our Flex passes, period. One, it gives you, the person who buys that Flex, to be able to call the box office. You get to get your tickets in advance. You get to say, I want this seat.
Yes.
And you get to put all of those things in place. But also from a planning perspective, if I go ahead and I get that Flex Pass, I know my date nights are planned out.
Okay.
I know my field trips are out. I know who I want to bring with me. For that whole experience, for those 3 experiences, I have those things planned out. So if you're one of those gentlemen that you like to have your dates planned out, or one of those ladies that you like to have the community events laid out, we're going to brunch at Jubilee. Come on over, plan it out, get your Flex Pass, and we look forward to seeing you at 506 Main Street. Yes, Lord. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much. Thank you, Miss Kyra McGhee, for joining us today. More to come as we pull back the veil at Backstage at Jubilee Theatre next week. You'll be learning more about other staff members who are going to come in and take the stage. You're going to also learn more about upcoming shows such as Moms Mabley, I Got the Last Laugh, and more things to come. We thank you all so much for the love and support that you all give us here at Jubilee Theatre. And remember,
I am.
We are Jubilee Theatre.